What is going on, guys? Random here, otherwise known as the Mass Debater, and on that note, I'd like to thank the Ken Gamers and Arctic Gamers. Yeah, I think I just rhymed gamers with debaters. Mass Debaters? Yeah. Oh god. Oh my god, this is a train wreck already. But anyways, I would like to thank the Ken Gamers and Arctic Gamers for allowing me to post on their channels respectively. So, anyways, today I'm going to be bringing you a commentary on how to be a YouTube commentator for commentating video game videos, I guess you could say. Yeah, Call of Duty videos, Skyrim videos, whatever you want to do. So, let's get right into it. So, first of all, actually, let's get into the gameplay first. So, what you're watching is a free-for-all MOAB on the map Seatown. I'm using the PP90 M1. Don't ask me what my perks are or my specialist stuff. I know I'm using the specialist package, but yeah. It's a really, really long MOAB, actually. I think it takes me like 8 minutes to get it. It's not because I was camping. I don't really consider what I was doing in the video camping. I was honestly patrolling like a quarter of the map, something like that, and I just couldn't find the traffic, so that's why it took a while. But anyways, today's not going to be about the gameplay. Today is, like what I said before, how to be a YouTube commentator. So, what I'm going to cover first is the equipment that you're going to need. So I'm sure most of you that are watching this already know what you need to be a commentator, but I'm sure there might be a few of you that don't. So I'm just going to cover this really quickly. First of all, what you're going to need is some sort of recording device. So whether that be a Hauppauge HD PVR, the Blackmagic Intensity Pro, the AverMedia, the Roxio Game Capture, or if you play on PC, Fraps or DX Story. So all of those are great choices. All of those record in HD, excepting for the Roxio Game Capture, which is what I use, by the way, which I kind of regret. I wish I had just gotten right into the HD PVRs first, instead of buying the Roxio Game Capture. The Roxio Game Capture is not bad. It records in 480p, which is like better than a Dazzle, and I do not suggest you guys buying a Dazzle, but I just say save yourself the time and money, and just invest in the Hauppauge right away, because eventually you're gonna invest in the Hauppauge anyways. So you're just gonna be spending $100 on the Roxio and then another $200 on the Hauppauge. So yeah, that's that. Next, what you're gonna need is something to talk into to make your commentaries, unless you don't do commentaries. But I'm telling you how to be a commentator. So you're gonna need either something like a gaming headset, so the Turtle Beaches or something. Those work great. I used to use Astros. The Rock Band mic, I heard, works wonders as well. And what I'm using right now is the Blue Snowball. You can also buy the Blue Yeti. That's a little more expensive. I don't really know what the difference is. I guess it's better quality, something like that. But the Blue Snowball for me looks fine, and it looks like a giant ball on my desk, which I enjoy, just looking at a giant white ball. Moving on, the last piece of equipment that you're going to need is some sort of strong PC or laptop or MacBook. You need a pretty strong computer in order to render out videos, because from experience, like, I used to render out on a MacBook, and that took me, oh god, like 2 hours, but I had the old MacBook, so that's that. But now I use a gaming PC, which is very, very convenient. It renders out in like 20 minutes, something like that. It's very nice. So I highly suggest you do that. And, oh, I'm sorry, the last thing you need for the equipment is some sort of editing software. So, Windows Movie Maker, that works fine. iMovie for Apple, Final Cut Pro for Apple, or Sony Vegas Pro, just the standard Sony Vegas, whatever you need. So that will allow you to put the gameplay in and put the commentaries in for basic commentaries. So, moving on, I know you guys probably know all about that, but what next thing is how to make a good commentary or a video. So, one of the first tips I can give anyone is that you should actually sound excited, like you are genuinely excited about what you're talking about. So, don't just be like, well, if say you're talking about Call of Duty, you wanna be excited, like, oh my gosh, I got a MOAB or whatever, or if it's a topic about, like, I kissed a girl, you'd probably be excited about that. So really show that in your commentaries. Give it some personality, some pizzazz. That's not a word. Oh god. Yeah. Next thing, you want to be interesting. So do something to grab the viewer's attention within the first 30 seconds, which is what I tried to do, because I tried to rhyme Mass Debaters with Ken Gamers and Arctic Gamers, and that probably didn't turn out well. But that's still more interesting than just saying, hey, my name's Bob, and I post Call of Duty videos. Herpa-derp-derp. I'm not really... Well, I mean, you could do that, but I just like to spice it up a bit, get creative a little bit. So, Also, you're gonna want to know what you're talking about. You're gonna want to, like, if you don't really know what you're talking about in the commentary, it really shows. It's gonna show that you look nervous, you sound nervous, that you have very low confidence, and that's not what you want when you want your viewers to watch you. So that's something you want. And I'm not saying with you be prepared, like write out a script or anything. I'm just saying have topics that you've written down to talk about in the commentary, so you know what a general idea you're doing. And if you run out of things to say, you at least have like backup things to talk about. So that's always good. So there's no like I'm just wasting time here to talk about random stuff. So yeah, that's not what you want to do. And lastly, to make a good video, you're going to want to be creative. You're going to want to do something different. That's something that hasn't done before. You're like, in order to grow your channel, you're going to want one series that has never been done before or has been very rarely done. So whether that be like some sort of innovative Call of Duty video or funny skit or something like that, I don't know, but just be creative. I have quite a few series on my channel. I have quite a few series on my channel that I think are pretty unique and creative. So if you're curious about those, come check it out on my channel. Okay, lastly, how to get known on the YouTube community. Now, I know it's a really hard thing to stand out nowadays, you know, because there's so many of us doing the exact same thing, trying to make that YouTube money. So really, the only advice that I could give you is post onto community channels. You know, that's what I'm doing right now. I'm posting onto Ken Gamers and Arctic Gamers. Hopefully they'll post this. But yeah, you can post on community channels. You know, just get as many as you can, post as many videos as you can to there, and that's probably the best way that you can get subscribers and gain active viewers. I'm so glad that there's people out there that do this, like Ken Gamers and Arctic Gamers, because it's amazing. Like, I don't think I could run a community channel. It's a lot of work, having to go through a lot of video submissions a day, rejecting people, accepting people. Yeah, so that's good stuff. I highly recommend you guys trying to get yourself onto one of those. What you can also do is post onto forums. So you post your videos, post your channel, talk to people, make connections, make friends. Some of the forums that I can think of that I post to are TGN, the game network. So that's tgn.tv, and then yosh.com, yosh, something like that. YEOUSCH.com. Both of those forums are really good to get into getting your videos known. So yeah, there's a lot of active people on there that'll watch your videos, and that's really good. And you're also gonna want to make friends in the YouTube community. I've made quite a few friends as of recently, since I've started trying on my channel, and it's actually really cool. Like, even if you don't really gain subs out of it, at least you now have the person. You know, connections. You're gonna want that. It's nice. You know, if you ever need like a favor, maybe they can come through. And lastly, once you get 1,000 views a day, you should probably apply to a network such as TGN or Yosh, or maybe even Machinima if you're lucky. So, anyways, I think the gameplay is wrapping up here. I am not actually watching it, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Please come out and check out my channel. My channel will be on the top right corner, the whatever it's called, the URL. Hope you enjoyed, and as always, peace and butt sex.